I treated my niece to a special birthday lunch, but her mom wasn't happy.
Well, maybe the birthday lunch was bad.
So I, 34 female, and my husband, 38 male, travel a ton. We hardly ever get to see family because we've been all over the place. Bora Bora, Paris, Hawaii, Rome, Japan, China, you name it.
Okay, brag.
Flex. Hey, man. We were all set to go to Moria next, but I found out that I was pregnant. And my husband thought that we should settle down for a bit until the baby starts school or something. By the way, this comes from Forsaken Ingenuity 59. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So we were really looking forward to it, but then I had a miscarriage in September and I was crushed. I can't shake the feeling that it was my fault that the baby boy is gone. So we haven't traveled anywhere since because I can't handle it emotionally. My big sister, 35 female, has 4 kids, 13, 3, 8 months, and then another 8 months. And I love them all. I see them every week now that we're not traveling. My niece just turned 13 and my sister is spending all her money on my nephew's birthday coming up. She's booked a big party at Chuck E. Cheese and is taking him and his buddies to Disney World while my niece will be babysitting the baby. I told my sister that I get that she needs to focus on my nephew's birthday, but I didn't think that it was fair for my niece not to get anything special. She snapped back that I wouldn't understand since I'm not a mom, and that really hurt. So I decided to do something nice and bought some sushi and candy for my niece. I texted her to find out when her lunch break was, and when she said 11:45 a.m., I made sure to be there. I brought a huge 50-piece sushi tray and goodie bags. I made sure that the girls got lip gloss, nail files, hair clips, pink pens, and mini notepads, while the boys got blue pens, blue poppets, controller-shaped erasers, and mini notepads. I paid for everything myself. I gave any leftover sushi to the other teachers. My niece was thrilled. She couldn't stop smiling, and she told me I made her the happiest girl ever. When she got home, my sister called me up saying that I made her look like a bad mom, and I made her feel terrible.
You made you look like a bad mom.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
You made you look like a bad mom.
She told our mom, and of course, mom said I crossed a line.
Was that crossing a line?
I
I don't understand how doing something nice for someone is crossing a line.
She added that just because I lost my baby doesn't mean I can take someone else's joy.
Dude!
So am I the a-hole?
No.
Definitely not the a-hole at all. But there are some comments. Comment number 1 says, not the a-hole. Tell mom you didn't take someone else's joy. You made sure that your niece had some joy on her birthday. Someone replies, right? This is a pretty straightforward situation. Sister made a conscious choice to diminish her daughter to focus on amplifying her son. OP only made sure that her niece knew that she mattered to someone. Just because she doesn't matter to her mom doesn't mean she isn't special, and she deserves to feel that she is special. OP did that for her, and sister is only mad because it is now publicly known that she sucks. Comment number 2 says, as a mom who makes my Christmas list with the express purpose of making sure it's fair, her behavior is odd and gross. 13 is a big birthday.
That's also a great point.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Like, I mean, in general, every birthday you should be making sure that you're celebrating all of your children fairly, but 13 is like a pretty big milestone.
Yeah. Your sister ignoring your niece's birthday because of what she will be doing for your nephew is gross. Ignore your sister and your mom. They know that they are wrong. Bringing up your miscarriage when they don't like what you do is horrible, horrible behavior. I have a question. Is your niece from a prior marriage? Why on earth is your sister treating her kids so unequally? OP says that she was adopted when she was 2. But we do have an update. Hey everyone! First off, a huge thank you to all of you who took the time to comment on my last post, whether you thought I was the a-hole or not. Your feedback means a lot to me. I also want to express my heartfelt gratitude for those who offered support during the difficult time of grieving for my baby boy and my miscarriage. It truly helped. Now, I have 2 updates to share. Update number 1. I went over to my sister's place earlier today, February 20th, to drop off my niece's purse that she accidentally left in my car when I brought her home on Monday. My sister was all dramatic, saying, so first you steal my kid, make me look bad in front of my other kids, and now you're buying her gifts. I tried to explain that I was just bringing back the purse, but she called me a liar and a thief. She threatened to call the cops if I ever stole from her kids again, even including the kids themselves, and said that she wanted no contact with me because I'm a thief, a liar, and a selfish brat. She didn't want her kids hanging around someone who doesn't respect their mom. My niece jumped in and told my sister that I wouldn't steal a cheap Shein purse from her since she could just buy it herself. She said that she wanted to keep seeing me. My sister brought up that I'm going to start traveling in early March. Then she posted on Instagram claiming that I stole the purse, saying I lied about traveling in June and switched it to March because I can't have kids and it's tough for me to be around babies since I ever got to meet mine. Now my mom's side of the family is blowing up my phone asking why I stole something and why I lied, which is super annoying. Honestly, I'm thinking about just hitting the road and traveling to get away from all of this, but I know that would hurt my niece. Update number 2. My niece is 13. And my sister left her to watch the 2 babies who are just 8 months old. A lot of you suggested that I should check if my niece was going to be alone with the babies, but I couldn't reach out since my sister blocked me and my niece didn't even know that she would be babysitting. Dude, 8-month-old baby.
Tell your daughter. You didn't even tell your daughter?
My sister blocked me yesterday after the whole I stole a purse drama. This morning, my niece called me around 10 a.m. and said that her mom told her that she couldn't eat until she got back because she was worried about her choking. I offered to come over so she could eat, and my husband contacted CPS without telling my niece. I brought her some food and watched the babies while we waited for the caseworker to show up. He talked to us and also chatted with my niece and the neighbors. They asked where my sister was. My niece said that she was at Disney World with her friends and my nephew's friends. They asked how often this happens, and she said it's been like this since the twins were born. They told us it wasn't a serious issue and that the case would probably be closed because she's legally allowed to babysit at her age.
Oh my gosh.
Dude. They tried reaching my sister, but she didn't pick up, and she's still not back yet. And we do have a second official update. Update number 2. Hey, y'all. First off, a huge thank you to all of those who took time to comment on my last post. Your feedback means a lot to me. This one only has one update. So, my sister has blocked me on everything, messages, Instagram, Snapchat. I've tried reaching out to my niece, but she's not responding. I'm guessing my sister either took her phone or it broke, but my niece usually takes good care of her stuff, so it's more likely that someone else broke it. I went to my sister's place saying that I needed to talk to her. She told me that I was trespassing and that if I didn't leave in 5 minutes, she'd call the cops. My niece came to the door begging her mom to let me in, but she just kept saying no. Eventually, my niece came outside. She told me that she wanted to leave. She said that she didn't want to stay with her mom anymore and mentioned that if I didn't get her out of there in 2 days, she'd run away. I know my sister and brother-in-law aren't the best parents, but they're not unfit to take care of her either. By the way, we'll always take care of you. Just go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio. We've got more episodes with more stories just like this one. Go search OK Storytime. Yeah, there's a little bit more to this story. I'm not a mom, and honestly, I have no clue how to care for a kid, especially a teenager. I don't know anything about the adoption process. I just don't want my niece to be in a place where she's uncomfortable. Edit to add, so I totally forgot to mention that my sister told me that I can't be around her kids anymore. She's worried about them being around a thief, a liar, and even called me a kidnapper, just because her daughter talks to me about stuff instead of her. Also, the CPS report, they claimed that it was a safety hazard for her older children not to eat due to their difficulty of controlling and maintaining how much they eat, which makes no sense because the babies were able to eat. That's the end of that story.
Well, we leave it there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's insane because it's such a difficult position that OP is in because like even if this niece is like coming to her and being like, hey, you need to take care of me or else I'm going to go. Like I'm going to be out of here in 2 days either way. One way or another, I'm going to be out of here. So either like you take me in or I'm out on my own. And it's like, okay, well, she can't really do anything about that.
No,
like,
yeah.
OP
I mean,
can't really
it's
say
like OP,
yes.
if OP takes her in, then she gets arrested for, kidnapping
or something.
Yeah, that's so tricky. But that is the end of that episode.